Good afternoon, welcome along. It's live stream time. You know what's happening. It's Georgia v the Czech Republic, and after what happened a few days ago, this is a game I'm probably looking forward to more than any other, I would say, at the moment, because Georgia were the entertainers of match day one, and although they narrowly came out second best thanks to a couple of turkey screamers, it certainly gave them a scare. Now, though, a must-win game for both. Czech Republic, heartbroken in stoppage time against Portugal. Another one of the perfect scores that got away for me. And as we go into this, it's looking pretty tense, isn't it? Because a bit like the stream we did yesterday, both teams need points desperately. And if not, one of them could be out come the end of the day. So this becomes crucial. And straight from the kickoff, we've got an attack. Down the left-hand side, Georgia straight at it. They had a couple of injuries in the warm-up, but they both seem to be here. And I didn't even get to say hello there before Georgia had a chance on goal. Edge of the box again brought down. And it looks like they're going to be front-footed again, if nothing else. Firstly, let me say a few hellos. So Liam, welcome. Steve, good morning to you over stateside. Jambo's got Danny Murphy on comms. Hey, I'm not listening. I've got my earphones in. Harvey and Scott, welcome in. Good to have you both along. And AA, welcome in. You made it on time. Good effort. Good to see you here. It's a weekend one, to be fair. Slightly easier. And a quiet weekend too. Hearts have done 4 in case you missed it. Thought was missed. The admin knows what he's doing. Absolutely. Well, obviously, we've had the news this week that Rob Edwards has signed a new 4-year deal. So everyone's a bit chilled out now, despite the potential players leaving. Surprised the Barkley to Villa one still hasn't been announced. To be honest, I don't think they're the worst combination at all in this Euros. I know Murphy's getting stick because he had the viral moment against Portugal. And he's a far better studio pundit than he is co-commentator, as so many of them are, but it's been worse. Yeah, AA, you're asking the question I was about to. What are your predictions, everyone, for this game? Obviously, Georgia were brilliant last time out. Czech Republic were robust against Portugal, but we're going to have to see a different side of them today. I've gone for Georgia to win 2-1. And I don't know if that was more a heart over head thing after watching them last game, because they were so entertaining. But I think this will be difficult. I think it'll be 2-1 either way. Yeah, and look at the predictions coming in. Steve's gone 2-1 Georgia, Harvey 2-1 Czech Republic. I see it exactly like that, being a tight game with 1 goal either way. And obviously it's not going to be low scoring because both have to win. So they're going to go for it at some stage. Czech Republic with a long throw. It's beaten everyone. This is a chance. It's a good save by the Georgia keeper. Rebounds blocked on the side foot. And the goalkeeper makes another save from the third one. Czech Republic from set pieces looking a very big threat. Good ball in from Sufau again. And Souček's going up with a keeper who punches behind. Georgia doing the defending there. Both sides have shown attacking intent early. Not a lot, Jambo. You know me, it's always introductions at this stage. Scotty Mack got Jensen Weir on a free. Lazio came in and triggered his release clause 5.25 million. Hey, that's good work, isn't it? Made 2 Who Am I's, 1 for today. And let's guess quickly, a second one can be done in the second half. And obviously we are live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. We didn't confirm which games at first. Another header parried away by the Georgia keeper. Jambo's going 2-0 Czech Republic. Liam's going 3-1 Czech Republic. AA and Scott both going for 2 apiece. Tomorrow morning we'll be streaming FM as normal with Aberdeen. Be a bit of a chilled one. Whoa, what the hell's that? That scares me every time, that one. Jambo's redeemed the Who Am I, so I'll go and do my own one in a minute. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to do a bit of a chilled start to the transfer window of Aberdeen. It's more a season review and have a look at a few other things around that. Monday. So Monday is the first 8 PM stream I'm doing. And then Tuesday and Wednesday are both 5 PM. So what I was going to say is Georgia break in and win a corner themselves. It's end-to-end already. We're getting that game again. We can confirm the first 2 games now. So Monday from Group B, we're going to be watching Italy-Croatia, which is basically a straight shootout now. And then Tuesday at 5, we're going to be watching Netherlands v Austria, which on paper looks a cracker. And obviously, again, is a straight shootout for qualification. So both of those games have incredible meaning and will be, I'd imagine, quite attacking. There's a ball into the box from the Georgia corner. Punched very well by the Czech Republic keeper. Both sides definitely not sitting back in this game. And lots of set pieces causing trouble already. Really entertaining. Yeah, Nomadic. I was looking forward to this game for 2 or 3 days, to be honest. I know a lot of people said they were looking forward to the evening game today because of the importance on it, but I do feel it will be the most cagey of the day, the Belgium-Romania one. Whereas these two teams, their assets are going forward. And to be fair, that late Portugal goal has probably helped this one. Drop Bear, welcome in. 2-1 Czech Republic for you. Yeah, you've gone tight as well. Scott turned down 10 million from Spurs and Arsenal for my keeper. Well, we're going to have to talk about FM14 soon because I mentioned it in a Discord yesterday. I found a memory stick with about 10 years of FM saves on. And the FM14 San Marino challenge has been getting a little whirl today. And some of the signings I didn't realise in that save from my promotion to Serie A. Like my star signing at that stage was a young Portuguese midfielder called Bruno Fernandes for 1.4 million, sold for 62 to Barcelona. And didn't have any idea that obviously it was the Bruno Fernandes at the time because that game was last saved in 2015. Why don't you show it off on stream? I'm going to in the future, Jumbo, but not today. Because I haven't had time to, like, I got a bit into it and played a few games, but I haven't had a chance to collate all the information and things that had happened in the years I've gone through already. Let's catch up with the rest of the chat because I'm already behind again. Nomadic, welcome in. Sorry, I didn't actually say hello before, did I? Jumbo, my heart save. Players are having tantrums when teams come in and low ball and I reject. Yeah, but then I normally, it depends what you say, Jambo. I normally say, I'll agree to sell you for this price. And then it's a price that no one will ever meet. So it's fine. Let me get the who am I up while we're chatting here. Once I've caught up, we'll go through it. Qualify for the Nation League finals with Netherlands. Well, you'd be in trouble if you didn't, to be fair, wouldn't you? Tomorrow won't be a chill stream. Yeah, hey, last night's controversy from the VAR decision. We'll do a poll for that as well in a few minutes too. Georgia have looked great. And you've got to give it fairness to UEFA for that qualification route via the Nations League has worked out for a fair few teams. Bergie, welcome in. Good to have you along. Another shot from the Czech Republic. Hands are by his side. They're claiming handball. Not going to happen. Nice to have some games before bed, Drop Bear. Yeah, lovely. I'm going to be feeling like that in the first week or two of the US World Cup. Missed the Aberdeen transfer window. Get an FM14 save review. No. I'm loving the Aberdeen save. I can't stop that in a minute. I'm so excited about what we've got coming in as well. Went for 1-1 in this game, but could be a little low scoring. You just don't know. Maybe if you get towards the end and both teams are level, they might think, well, actually, this gives us a chance in the final game. But for Georgia against Portugal, I wouldn't really fancy that. Unless Portugal maybe get on to 6 and then can rest people. Jumbo, France were in my group as well. That's a good effort then. Czech Republic in again, blocked out to the left-hand side. It's action-packed. It's a great delivery. Some of the deliveries early from the Czech Republic have been sensational. Had a part where players weren't happy. I wasn't selling them for less than the release clauses. But then I always do a chat with them and say, I'll sell them for a release clause, or you've got a release clause. That's all you need. Started a new save again, unemployed at Banbury. 4 games in, won 3, lost 1. Excellent. Good effort. Another long throw from Kufau. Headed away to the edge of the box. Lovely work from Vara to break away. Little flick over the defender's head. That's sensational. Love that. Took all the pressure off his team there. Excited for Hearts to announce Danda. The cricket match, yeah, I watched the highlights in the evening. Was decent, wasn't it? Give my expert referee opinion on the offside. I had one basically the same last season. Yeah, the thing is, Harvey, I think, look, letter of the law, I can understand why it's given. I honestly think whatever the on-field decision was, they would have stuck with. But for me, I've been a goalkeeper and gone, I'm not getting that. So has it impacted with the goal? Probably not. But then the way the law's worded isn't that way. As Georgia are in, that's got to be a penalty. Or he's gone down unnecessarily because he got himself in behind the fullback. I'm not sure it is a pen, Liam. I think he might have got his arm locked in as well. We'll see in a minute. I prefer watching anyone but England, but I'm less stressed about the result. And let's be fair as well, IA. Two England games have been probably before last night the two poorest of the tournament. But it's interesting, isn't it? France and England were the two favourites, and they've both been the two big boys that have really, really struggled so far. Ian, Georgia look great, but England done for England manager. I don't know about that. I wouldn't fancy the media scrutiny. Get me in at a nice little non-league club somewhere. Let's have a look at this. Nah, it's never a foul. I don't know why he's gone down, to be honest with you. Bit disappointing there. Ah, it's lovely, isn't it? I noticed in the little bit they did before the game with the Georgians, the natives were calling him Carver as well. That's the beginning with FM now. I've lost all the saves on my old laptop. Ah, it's gutting. Right, I think we're nearly up to date, so I can get the who am I. I've got it up, Jambo, don't worry. Oh, Lozek, what a player in FM back in the day. Yeah, absolutely. Newcastle won't sign Calvert-Lewin, in my opinion, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't get why he's gone down either, Nomadic. It's a very strange one. I haven't forgotten. I've got it up. So, here we go. I think this is an easy one, Jumbo, but as we know, we're all pretty bad at judging them. Harvey, I was on the line with Outcom, so I put my flag up. The ref came over. I told him he was stood offside, but didn't know if he was in the way of the keeper. My opinion was onside, same as last night, and we gave the goal. Yeah, I think that was my thing, Harvey. I mean, there's been difference on this, and we'll do a poll a bit later on, but I look at that scenario having been the goalkeeper, and I thought he didn't even look at the ball until it had gone past him. I disagree with it, but I can see from the rulings why it wasn't overruled. Right, here we go. Who am I? I've played with Johnny Evans, Arda Güler, Antoine Griezmann, Robin Koch, and Yuri Tielemans. It's a nice little selection of names there. Superstars old and new. So any links or anything, I think it's quite an easy one, but we'll see if it's right or not. SSM Bulletin 2 minutes ago. I'd be surprised to sign someone with that record. And I mean, I suppose that if they're replacing Wilson, it's not a big issue, is it? But maybe it's a cut price deal. I don't know. They can sell Wilson, but if it's in place of Isaac, I'd be incredibly worried. Thinking Monaco from that title winning team. Interesting. You have to excuse me today. The game is entertaining, but I will be yawning because once I found that San Marino save, I was on it for a good number of hours into the night. Everton selling everyone for FFP. To be fair, though, they're making some good signings. They're linked with Issa Kabore now. They've just signed that young lad from Villa as well, haven't they? I want to know how much they're paying for him. Because I can't see that they'd go for a massive fee there. But if he's to replace Wilson and be the number 2 to Isaac, then I think that's a great deal. If it's to be a number one with Isaac being linked to being sold by Newcastle, then it's a problem. And obviously they've picked up Lloyd Kelly on a free already, which is a great deal. Liam Jambo, not Adnan Januzaj. No, it's not. Harvey, I'm thinking Leicester with Evans and Yuri. Interesting. It's another corner here for the Czech Republic, who are really looking towering from set pieces at the moment. Into the front post, it's dealt with well, but it's only back out to the taker. Ball across the box to the front post. Ah, oh, poor touch. That was the one for Souček, the skipper. Didn't quite make it happen. Lovely to see so many of you in as well. Do appreciate it. Not Mahrez. Again, good shout. I can understand it. I'm going to leave the stream up. Going to try out my new fishing rod. So 20-minute cycle, few casts and back again. Oh, lovely, Scott. Have a good one. Enjoy. Ah, Harvey has come in and absolutely nailed it. Superb work. I thought it was an easy one. So there we go. And Nomadic, that's why that link was confusing you. Because it is Kagla Siunchu and the link is international. So if I take you back through the links, let me get it up again. Obviously, the two at Leicester were correct. Harvey, you were spot on there. And I don't often have two links to one club in them, which is what made it a bit easier. Robin Kopp was at Freiburg, Antoine Griezmann, Atletico Madrid, and Arda Güler for Turkey. I would have gone for someone else instead of Güler to make it harder, but I couldn't find an alternative. So good work, Harvey. Let's catch up with the rest. Jambo's got one in as well. Yours will be harder than mine. Can't be David Villa again, can it? There it is again, just for anyone who missed it from Jambo's one, so you got it on the screen again. Who am I? I played with Nasser Chadli, Dominic Solanke, Francis Coquelin, Alex Vidal, and Adama Traore. Let's see if Jambo can fool us all again. I can pin it to the chat on Twitch, but it won't show on the screen again there. That was all. There's a check break down the left. Let's see it. I'll pin the one I've just put of it. There we go. So there's Jambo's Who Am I? Trying to work this out, actually. And what we'll do once we've done this one is work out what's going to happen in the two games later today. Here we go. There you go. It's in the YouTube chat as well. Don't know why I've got a crown next to my name, but that should be reserved for Pat Nevin. Right, Nasser Chadli, Dominic Solanke. Let's put some links together here. As Kufal picks up the first yellow of the game, I'm pretty sure that's the one I predicted. I'm trying to work out where the double link is there. It's a tough one, Jambo. I've got an idea based on Coquelin, Vidal and Traore, but they can't link the others to it, which is annoying me. Solanke's really throwing me. Because the initial person I thought it was, I don't think can link to Solanke, which is annoying me. Which makes me think that maybe it's then an Englishman. Not a double link this time, potentially. Okay, fair enough. Carl, welcome in. I feel like it's going to be a Turkey upset. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. Oh, Neto's a good shout. Before Solanke, I would have had Fabregas, but that's where the links run out. Shaqiri again. That'd be another good shout. Just having a look to see my Hello Fresh parcels nearby. Just looking to see where it is quickly. As Steve will rightly highlight in the chat many a time, fairly professional. As here come the Czech Republic down the right again. They've definitely been more attacking in this game than they were against Portugal. These seemingly the two games they're going to target. As it's out to the left again, back across the box. Initial ball in, good goalkeeping. It's a tough one, Jumbo. I mean, the problem is with Solanke in there is you've then got, if you're looking at English clubs, Coquelin was mainly Arsenal and Chadley was mainly Spurs, but then there are other links in there, aren't there? Again, the top few make me think maybe someone like Wilshere could have been in there, but then that wouldn't link with Vidal or Traore. You've got to say it's incorrect, Jumbo. It don't matter about the chat. Otherwise, we'll just keep guessing the same names over and over again. It's all right to confirm it's not them. I think I'm going to need a clue, Jumbo. I have no idea where to go. In the chat, if you think you know, or you've got any ideas. For Marlenbergy. Oh, that's a good shout. But again, where's the Solanke link? Solanke is the problem in all of them. It's tough drop there. You're not the only one who's lost here. Solanke's making me think it's got to be an Englishman, although it could be someone that was at Chelsea or Liverpool. Could it be Fabregas? Because he played with Solanke at Chelsea, would he? Would they have overlapped? I'm going Fabregas. The only one I can't link is Chadley, but it might have been over in France or something. It was Fabregas. I shouldn't have doubted myself. Do you know I only said it again because you said I'm only going to tell you when I was locking it in. And I doubted myself and didn't lock the answer in. I thought you were giving me a hint there. Chadley at Monaco, yeah. Solanke, Chelsea. I mean, that will have been a League Cup tie if that's it. And it's in for Czech Republic. Oh, that's so unlucky. Lozek hits it straight at the keeper from 6 yards. The keeper saves it. And on its way back out, it hits Lozek on the head and goes in. Georgia are unhappy because they've got a head injury in the box and the referee didn't stop the game. I want to see this back because it looked like the keeper saved it and it just smacked him in the face. I mean, the first finish was actually really poor. I mean, I say it's unlucky for that pass at that moment, and it is. But again, Georgia haven't dealt with the long throw, which is a big problem. Lozek peels off his man. A great save. In fact, it's quite a comical one if it's not your side, is it? Because Lozek has the shot. The keeper knows nothing about it. It just smacks him in the face. He's made himself big. It then comes off the keeper's face, smacks Lozek in the face, and goes in. We're now just checking to see if it came off an arm or there were any incidents in the boxes or any fouls or offsides. I don't know. Yeah, Nomadic, that was my wonder, is did it glance his arm off his face? But, I mean, he knows nothing about it, but... Oh, it is. It's handball. Yeah, it's handball. Because the hand has directly led to the ball going in. It's not deliberate. The kid can do nothing about it. But Georgia get away with it, and they've got to take that as a warning for the long throw. Because that is 3 or 4 times now. It doesn't matter, Liam. The handball rule as it is at the moment, if the ball goes in directly off your hands, it's ruled out no matter what. Doesn't matter if it's natural, deliberate, accidental. All that matters is if it goes directly in off your arm. That was the big thing. If you remember back to Luton in the playoff final last year, we had a similar incident where Taylor did that. He blocked a clearance. It kind of grazed off his arm and his head. Then he scored. If he'd squared it, it would have counted. So the same there. If that had hit Hlozek on the arm, he'd controlled it, squared it across goal, and it had been passed in, the goal would count. It's a stupid, stupid rule the way it is. But there we go. 0-0. That's the main thing. And Georgia are back in it. It's so unlucky, Harvey, from everyone there. But Georgia have got to deal better with the long throw. They're going to be in big trouble this game. Jambo, I think I've made a good one, so I'll give you that in a bit. Fair enough. Lovely to see so many of you in again. I've loved these watch-alongs. I can't wait for the third group games because we've not got many groups that are decided now, have we? We've got a lot of big games. The ones on Monday and Tuesday are going to be deciders. I'm sure the Discord will be active with the Scotland-Hungary game tomorrow. That call could put Czech Republic out, but it's the correct call by the letter of the law. Liam, it's the correct call. Fabregas, interesting how he never won the Champions League. Lost the final with Arsenal and Barca and Chelsea. Barca and Chelsea won it right before and after he joined. Yeah, absolutely. It's bizarre how some of those things work out, isn't it? I drop bet. Anything relating to the handball can be defined, the handball law can be defined as either silly or stupid in the modern world. We're going retro with this one, aren't we, Jambo? Don't agree with the law, but you have to apply it. Yeah, it's the one area where I feel really sorry for referees and VAR because people go, oh, VAR, look at this handball decision. It's not the referee's fault. I mean, we had an incident last year. The most exaggerated example was Luton, Sheffield United. I was at the stadium and we got a penalty apiece for handball. And between the two penalty shouts, one player half appealed for it. So the Sheffield United won the first half. Nobody appealed. The game had gone on for about a minute and a half. And then suddenly it just stopped. No one knew what was going on. The ball was actually, we'd worked out on the counter-attack. Sheffield United thought that something had been given against them. And they were immediately starting to surround the referee. And looked absolutely gobsmacked when they got a penalty. It just, that sort of sums up when a rule is probably not the best. When the players have no idea what's going on. Great football from the Czech Republic. It's going to go in again, is it? No. But the offside flag should go off eventually. No idea how that wasn't put in the net, though. Liam, let me... sorry, Jambo, let me pin your message to the chat again there. There we go. Wanted to do a retro one for a while. Fair enough. I know it's immediate pity people have gone for Arsenal there. Gallas. Let's have a look. So who am I? I play with Peter Crouch, Robert Pires. Gallas won't have played with Crouch, I don't think. Stephen... Oh, no, he would at Spurs, wouldn't he? Did he go to Spurs in the end? Liverpool, Chelsea. He did go to Spurs, didn't he? Crouch, Pires, Gerard dos Santos, Fowler. So we're thinking Arsenal, Liverpool. I don't think Gallas would have played for England, but no. But England and Spurs thing. So I don't think it's Spurs. I think it's Arsenal and Liverpool. Dos Santos, maybe Barca, someone like that. Another shot from the Czech Republic. Georgia are being carved open a bit here. Lozek's playing well. My immediate thought before Dos Santos was Yossi Benayoun, because he's the only Arsenal-Liverpool I can think. So I'll say that and lock it in, even though I've got no link to Dos Santos. But it might be from other clubs. But I can't think of anyone else who was Arsenal and Liverpool in that era. Surely Torres didn't play with Pires, no. Oh, hang on. I've had an idea. It's linked the Arsenal and the Mexican, but I need to work out Crouch. No, it doesn't work. Oh, I tell you what. I'm going to say it just in case. Carlos Vela. Purely because I think Gerard, there's a potential they both played in the US for a while. But I have no idea about Peter Crouch, but it links the others. Ipswich and Arsenal. Bergie, now you're making me think of Richard Wright, but that will be well out of the eras. It's got to be Arsenal and Liverpool for me. Did Dos Santos ever play for like a Stoke or someone like that? Oh, what about Jermaine Pennant? He played for Arsenal and Liverpool, didn't he? Stoke with Crouch probably as well. Yeah, Harvey, that was my thought, was Santos maybe at the same time as Gerrard in the MLS. Jermaine Pennant's the only other Arsenal-Liverpool I can think of. Perez and Dos Santos both play for Villarreal. Blimey. Oh, that makes it even harder. Drop barrel, I'm lost at retro. Oh, this should be my year. I need to get the sticker books out for this. What about I was going to say Oxlade-Chamberlain, but he can't have a Dos Santos link either. It's the same problem. And he'd be too modern for the Liverpool ones. Fowler's well too old for that, isn't he? Yeah. But the Fowler link could be Liverpool as well. It's just got to be an older one. Yeah, maybe it is an Englishman. And I guess that would take the Liverpool ones out. But he doesn't often do that many international links, Jumbo. Oh, hang on. Again, Dos Santos is my problem. Oh, Crouch might be a problem as well. I was going to say Anelka. I thought I'd hit on a moment of inspiration there. I don't think he even overlapped. Oh, he would have played with Pires for France, wouldn't he? Go on, let's say Anelka. No. Georgia just having a few minutes here to start controlling the ball, slowing it down. I think they probably need to do that. Anyone think of any other Arsenal and Liverpool? Jibril Cisse, Ashley Young. They're both difficult ones though, because Dos Santos is the problem link with all of them. Here come Georgia on the counter. Vara's trying to break through, but Czech Republic, as much as they've been attacking in this game, they're very quick to get bodies behind the ball. Good ball in from Georgia though, deflects up to the edge of the box. It's bobbling around us, out to the right-hand side. On the edge of the box, no chance for the shot. Does make it tricky. Oh, this is hard. I can think of loads of Arsenal and Liverpool links, but none of them have the Dos Santos link. And I probably don't know half of the clubs that he's played for in his career. I've just had a thought. Could Crouch and Dos Santos be Spurs? All right, I'm going to try a different line of attack here. I'm going to say Crouch and Dos Santos Spurs, Gerrard and Fowler Liverpool, and Pires as the odd link out. Might be like an international or something. Because they might overlap them. So now I've got to work out who played for Liverpool and Spurs around that era. I was going to say Jamie Redknapp, but the only way that works is from like Soccer Aid or something, doesn't it, with Pires. Ingo Georgia down the right side of the box. Chance to cut backs through the defender's legs. The second puts it behind for a corner. Clichy's an interesting shout, Nomadic. Again, it's Robbie Fowler, isn't it? That's the problem. Trying to think of Pires as well. Oh, Jumbo, it's not topical, is it? Can I ask a yes-no question that would mean I know I've got the answer without quite giving it away yet? Is this person involved with the current broadcast that we're watching? Because the only link problem I've got there is Pires. It can't be, because I can't imagine where he wouldn't have played with him. I was thinking Danny Murphy, yeah. But it's Pires is the problem link again, isn't it? Because he would have overlapped definitely with all the other four in his Liverpool and Spurs stints. Ashley Cole, good shout. It's Pires. This is a real tough one. I don't know if now changing to the Liverpool and Spurs attack is the right answer either. Oh no, Jambo. Murphy's on co-commentary, isn't he? Oh, this is really tough. Pascal Chimbonda, good shout. It's not going to be right, but... I cannot think of people of that era that's right. We're going to need a clue, Jambo. Oh! No. Yes, Brad Friedel. Brad Friedel. He was at Villa, wasn't he? Was he have overlapped with... He's got to have been there the year Pires was there. Got to be Brad Friedel. Go on. Yes. Get in. I know. I thought it had to be a goalkeeper to span over that distance. Again, I was stuck with Pires. Then remembered Pires played for Villa, didn't he? And I only know that because of the Retro FM 09. It was the year before that when it was 07, 08. He was at Villa. Pires, I think. Ah, magic. Love that. First one without an Olympic 12 link, Liam. Spot on. Yeah, he had a year loan there. I don't know where from. Let's have a look. I only knew it because of that FM save. Because he was a free agent having been at Villa. Oh, it was later. It's 10-11. It must have been the FM 12 one I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's the FM 12 one I'm thinking of, not 09. Arsenal, Villarreal, France, Villa, yeah. Fair enough. Peter Crouch, Spurs. Pires, Villa. Gerrard, Liverpool. Dos Santos, Spurs. Robbie Fowler, Liverpool. I tell you what, that's a great Who Am I. I love that one. Let me unpin it from the chat now. We're done with it. I mean, it was only about the 30th guess, to be fair, wasn't it? It was a good timing for it, Jambo, because this game's had a little lull the first 5 minutes. Czech Republic win a free kick on halfway. Liam's redeemed it, you're the ref. Well, we all have that time of the day, don't we? Let's have a go. Now, we were on... Georgia just can't get out. Czech Republic have been much better. We're on the Arsene Wenger one. We had the long throw last time, didn't we? 9 players in mind for my next Who Am I. God, that'll be ridiculous. Let's have a look. Right, this is an interesting one. This ref's very card happy, yeah. So one thing I agreed with Hitzelsberger, actually, he was talking about it pre-match here, was that yesterday we noticed with the English referee there was always this perception that English refs let the game flow, and I've made this argument for the last year watching like Italian football and things like that, that the referees in England give more fouls now than like their European counterparts, but this one's proven me wrong. Oh, I thought you meant you had 9 players for one who am I. That's not so bad if you got 9 who am I's. Into the box go Georgia, rare foray forward for them. The problem is the Czech Republic are getting back quickly, so they're not getting that space out wide that they did against Turkey as much. In my opinion, Nomadic, Anthony Taylor's not a poor referee. Anthony Taylor hasn't recovered from that Europa League final with the whole Mourinho situation. He's not been the same ref since. And in my opinion, at the moment, the second best ref in the Premier League is Andy Madley. But let's be fair, Anthony Taylor did nothing wrong in that game. It was, other than give a few too many free kicks, in my opinion, it was the situation with Atwell that caused the controversy. Liam, we're about ready to go. Right, this sorry, you're the ref is a little bit more of a controversial one. I think it'll be interesting. So here we go, ahead of a Georgia corner. Let's see out the corner and then we'll read the You're the Ref and we'll do Bergie's Who Am I as well. Because that looks like an eclectic mix of names, I think we would say. Into the back post, straight at the keeper. Really, really poor. Right, here's the You're the Ref then, as the Czech Republic go on a counter. Are we going to get a chance to breathe here? Yes, we are. A goalkeeper makes a scrambled save from a former teammate. Sportingly, the striker has a laugh with his ex-colleague and attempts to help him to his feet. But as he's lifted up, the keeper fumbles the ball, which rolls backwards and into the net. What do you give? I'll read it one more time. A goalkeeper makes a scrambled save from a former teammate. Sportingly, the striker has a laugh with his ex-colleague and attempts to help him to his feet. But as he lifts him up, the keeper fumbles the ball and it rolls backwards into the back of the net. What do you give? Answers in the chat. Right, who am I? I played with Enna Valencia, Renato Augusto. There's a name from the old FMs. Good goalkeeping from the Georgian there. Kane and Dombele Ozil. Right, Kane and Dombele is making me think Spurs. Valencia and Ozil, would they have played together in Turkey? Renato Augusto. Steve sounds like a goal. Liam goal. Jambo goal. Oh God, I'm about to be in a minority here, aren't I? Nomadic goal. Harvey goal. Well, if my thought, Steve, was if the attacker's lifting him back to his feet, would the referee not be able to give a foul and say, well, you're making contact with him to help pull him up? Surely you could swim. I mean, let's forget the rules. Any referee with common sense is going to swindle that into, we'll give a foul because you've helped pick him up and that's how the ball's been fumbled. And in helping pick him up, technically he's infringing on him, isn't he? So he's making the ball go in. That's my thought. But you've all said goal, which is making me really doubt myself now. Chadley's an interesting shout. Augusto, would that be... Was it Leverkusen he was at? We've seen a few sort of bizarre instances with goalkeepers as well. One of the ones the last year we've seen a lot is has the goal kick been taken or not, haven't we? Oh, Lucas Moore is a really good shout. I think that might be the answer, Nomadic. Free kick for Georgia. Left-footed delivery to the box. Didn't quite have enough on it. And again cleared away. Georgia throw on the right. That's why I wonder the exact nature of the contact. Like if he tugged on his arm. Forget the... I mean, the illustration has got him with his hands around him, just sort of pulling him up by the shirt, which you could then give as a foul, I guess. But the wording's ambiguous. I wonder if Keith will mention that. Not Lucas Moura, okay. It's a tough one. No Tottenham link, Bergie. Oh, that's cheeky. Right, if there's no Tottenham link, it's got to be a current Bayern player. Oh, it's not, because Kane had 1,000 loan spells, didn't he? I was going to say it could be England or Bayern, but no, he's going to be one of the loans. That's tough. I can't think of Renato Augusto anywhere apart from Bayer Leverkusen. I don't even know if he played for them, and that's just an FM save. I'm sure he was there. I'll give the answer to the who am I. Sorry, the you're the ref in a minute. Just see out this free kick again. Augusto was a Brazil international as well, I suppose, wasn't he? Ball into the box from Georgia causes chaos. The skipper's in. It's a good save. Oh, chance to clear failed. And that is a great opportunity for the captain. He had no idea it was coming to him. Looked so composed with the first touch, but then missed the whole half of the goal to aim at. And it went straight at the goalkeeper's legs. I mean, the first touch is genuinely a thing of beauty. From not expecting the ball. We're checking for a penalty now, though. I feel like we're suddenly getting loads of VAR checks the last day. What are we checking for? Was there a hand? Was there a pull? Oh, you can't give that. You can't give handball for that. Oh, my word. His arm's down by his side. He's trying to get it out of the way. Ah, Harvey, that's a great call. I would never have got that. The still makes it look bad, but he's trying to get his arm out the way. He's running back. Ah, so harsh. I mean, again, I say the same thing we were talking about 20 minutes ago with Harvey. The handball law has basically pushed the ref and the VAR into the corner. It doesn't matter if it's intentional or nomadic. The arm's not in a natural position, but it's only because he's trying to pull it out of the way while running backwards. And again, I go to this. The referee has to give it because of the current handball law. But I hate it. It's such a bad law. Scott, welcome back. It's so harsh. The letter of the law, stupid. But Georgia have got a chance to take the lead, and I think I had them to score first. Is Kvara going to take it? Because he was my man. And I want to get back at the top of that prediction league. If you had the choice, would you play for England or Scotland? Oh, England. Home nation. I mean, for me, the choice in the real world would be England or Ireland. But, I mean, I'd have been happy to have had an international cap for either. But yeah, England's definitely. You've got to want to play for your home country. Valencia, Fenerbahce, and Ozil. Augusto, Beijing, fair enough. Kane, Bayern, and Dombele, Napoli. Good shout. God, yeah, Kim at Napoli. Forgot all about it. Right, we're waiting for the penalty. Will it deliver? That's the question. And I'll give you the you're the ref answer as soon as the penalty's been either scored or missed. Now to catch a big trout. Go on, enjoy it, Scott. Dodgy Barnett in the stands there. Penalty kick. It's not Kvara, but it's scored. Georgia lead 1-0. And on a stroke of half-time, do you know what? They've not deserved it today. They've not been at their best. Czech Republic have been the better side. The handball law incredibly harsh. But Georgia take the lead from the spot, and that is the perfect time to score. Right, with that done, let me give you the answer to the order ref, because you all said goal and I said foul. I want to, or they'll swindle away to give a free kick. Let's see what Keith says and if there's anything about the ambiguity of the situation. Keith Hackett says, a free kick to the defending team. The ball has been dislodged from the keeper's possession, likely by the over-enthusiastic actions of his former colleague. I would argue that wasn't implied in the wording. Regardless of the friendly intent, the attacker's arms are on the goalkeeper. It would clearly be wrong to allow the goal in this situation. Use a mixture of... Okay, fair enough, he said it. Use a mixture of common sense and the laws. The goalkeeper has been impeded, so you have the right to give a free kick. You know what? I'm proud of myself there. I don't often get the order refs, and this time I'm starting to worry now. We're about 40 pages in, and I'm starting to read Keith Hackett like a book. That's concerning me. A Czech Republic in from the kickoff, and he's saved brilliantly. Oh, wonderful goalkeeping. It's the one thing we've seen with Georgia that makes me get a few repressed memories from Luton Town season, is the vulnerability after scoring and conceding. It's never just calm after a goal. Game's coming to life right on the stroke of half time. I mean, the Czech Republic are going to have to go all out aggression second half, which could lead to a great game because Georgia on the counter will be spectacular. Yeah, Steve, you did highlight it, to be fair. I knew Keith would have a trick up his sleeves. Nomadic, this one's not VAR. This one's the handball law. In my opinion, the handball law is a bigger problem in football than VAR. FM time, +2 turns to +6. But then most of it were waiting for a penalty and a VAR check, weren't we? Because that was about 45 minutes. Heart shirts being sold at JD in Edinburgh Airport and JD in general. More expensive, but the delivery fee is less. Fair enough. No sign of ours yet. Nomadic, that's a fair point. But I'd argue if the handball law was as sensible as it used to be, which left a little bit of common sense, then there wouldn't be a penalty either. It's a really good save from the Georgian keeper at the end of the half. It stays 1-0. And yet again, I know we had a little 10-minute spell in the middle, but we've had a very good game of football, and Georgia have been entertaining. It's not quite Turkey v Georgia, but it's a good game. Only 50p difference, fair enough. I'm going to give that football chairman a go later as well, because I've pretty much done my work for the day. Yeah, Elise to Bayern's looking very close, isn't it? The surprise deal, that. We've seen a few odd ones in the last couple of weeks. I think it's going to be a strange transfer window. I wonder if that centre forward for Georgia is going to get a move after the Euros, because he's sort of been a bit of an unknown in lower league football, hasn't he? I think, is he at Metz? Wonder if he'll get his move. So here we go from Fabrizio. Always a sign. Yeah, good move for Elise. I mean, him, Musiala and Kane at full fitness could be a frightening front three. You've then got people like Muller and Sane. I know there's been worries about Sane's fitness. We're getting the old Snicko technology again. But Georgia have given a really good account themselves again. Just don't like the handball law there. Nabry out, return to the Prem maybe? Where would he go though? I'm trying to think of clubs. I mean, there's not many that can spend big this summer, are there? Nabry to United. I'm not sure, but then that would be Rashford out, wouldn't it? Martial's obviously gone. What have you got left there? You've got Garnacho, Ahmad, Rashford at the moment. I keep forgetting who plays there. Mount can play up there. Spurs is a good shout. Yeah, potentially. Ethan won't spend, no. I think he will this summer. I think he's seen enough in Postecoglou to know he's got to go for it. Newcastle, I don't think they will, nomadic. Let's be fair, though. Do Newcastle need a wide player? Gordon and Barnes are exceptional. Maybe if they sell Almiron to be replaced, but when they had Gordon, Barnes and Isak fit towards the end of the season, they looked scary. Greenwood will leave United, which will free up cash for them. Obviously, he's going to go to Spain or Italy somewhere. Scotty Max getting himself dinner sorted, yeah. Villa? They don't really play that wide, do they? They've got Diaby, they've got Bailey. They brought in Morgan Rogers. If Duran's going, will they not be looking for a proper centre forward a bit more? Well, I suppose Gnabry is one of those who could play in the two wider areas or the attacking midfield areas and up front for them. United are signing Joshua Zirkzee. They're going to have half a Dutch national team soon. Whatever happened to Malacia? Is he anywhere near fit again yet, or is he still in trouble? I just feel like he dropped off the face of the earth. Hopefully he's all right. Malacia's fit. Ah, that's great news. Don't wish long injuries on anyone. Ah, brilliant. Because he was another one that was a big miss this year. And it's part of the reason Shaw's broken down now, because he was having to play every game. And Malacia was the man who just enabled that to stop. Vincent Kompany's not in the business of selling wingers, Steve. To be fair, yeah, I mean, Bayern have probably still got about 6 to go. Based on that, haven't they? Would that mean Højlund on the bench? I'm not sure. I think it'd be a rotation. Which I think would probably work for both of them. I'm also stunned West Ham let Moyes go. He did well, especially when Rice left. It's a surprise. And the West Ham fans are in for a shock when they see how Lopetegui plays. But good luck to him. Moyes did a great job. His stock's risen from his time at West Ham, hasn't it? Got to make a couple. Not the result I expected to come back to. Surprise, eh? Back for the second half. No worries, Liam. We will take our break in a minute as well, as we always do at half time, just so we don't miss the start of the second half, because I've just realised we've only got about 5 or 6 minutes to go. Find it odd that Xerxes can't get off the bench for Netherlands. But then you look at the way that they've been performing, you can kind of get it. I mean, you look again at their 2 backup centre-halves. I said it the other day, they'd walk into the England team. The Netherlands team is, on paper, that squad, I'd go as far as to say is one of the strongest. If they had Frankie de Jong fit, I'd put them right up amongst the favourites. It's just that they've not got that controller in the middle. I don't think Veerman's quite good enough for that. I think they'd be right up there with him. But the fact they can have De Ligt and Van der Ven just sitting on the bench as centre-halves is quite remarkable. Ten Hag left United to go Spurs in my save, Steve. Oh dear. Freezing it. And the pipes froze, drop bear. Not the same problems here. Warm and raining was this morning's forecast. Right, I've almost run out of drink and we've almost run out of half-time break. So very quickly, as is always the drill, I'm going to go and take a quick 3-minute break, top up the drinks, get some snacks, all of that stuff. You guys do the same. We'll be back here for the second half. Don't go anywhere because we're going to talk about the 2 games later today. We'll do the free sticker pack opening as well. And we'll catch up with the rest of the chat. Sporran, it's quite possible. I think he'll want to leave and get European football. Him and Osimhen will be out. Jambo, Brechin City. Any Brechin City news is welcome in this chat. They're playing their friendlies already. Tell you what. I hope Mr. and Mrs. Trialists have managed to get themselves in the stand. Absolutely. Right, we're going to be back in 3. Top up the drinks. Don't go anywhere. If you're on Twitch and you're happy to leave the ads running, makes a massive difference. You won't miss any of the stream. And I'll see you in a few minutes. Back in a mo. Here we go, back and ready for the second half, which should be kicking off in just a couple of minutes. Great to have you in, and thank you for sticking with us. I do appreciate it. Yeah, United looking to sign Branthwaite. Defensive midfield would make sense because obviously I would expect them to try and get Casemiro off to Saudi. Amrabat's gone back from his loan. He's not going to be coming back. So I can understand that deal. And obviously, hopefully from their point of view, Mount will have a better season next year and be involved a lot more, which will allow them to build more going forward. It's going to be an interesting season because obviously we don't really know what to expect from United. We don't really know what to expect from Arne Slot at Liverpool. Lord knows what's going to happen to Chelsea under Maresca. And who knows what they're going to do in the transfer window as always. We don't know if Newcastle are going to be forced to sell. Spurs are going to be interesting to see what they can do under Postecoglou. Just think it's going to be a really interesting year. Yeah, and then how will Villa cope with the extra football? I think it's a good signing. It's just, we keep thinking now, oh, the price is a bit steep with a lot of these deals, but I think it's just the market value going up. I mean, if you see, like magic there, if Casemiro goes to Saudi for 45 million, then Maatsen to Villa for 35 looks a good deal. Maatsen for 35 up front to Villa looks a bit steep at the minute, but then he went to a side on loan and got towards the Champions League final. I mean, it's not a bad effort, is it? I guess you could then make the argument that Ryan Bertrand's played a Champions League final, but in this modern world, he'd probably be a 30 million player as well. So I don't know what to say. It's a tough one. And obviously, if Villa get Ross Barkley for 5 million, then that more than makes up for it on the financial front, doesn't it? They do seem to be building more their squad for next season rather than worrying about improving their 11. But the big one for me is Watkins. And if Duran's going, they've got to find someone else who can put the ball in the net. Maybe look for that slightly more static type of striker. I don't know. United selling lots of players. They've got to. There's a lot of deadwood at that football club. I wonder why Chelsea get so many good deals while Arsenal and United rarely get a good fee. I'm guessing with the Chelsea and City situations, probably better lawyers, better negotiators, better solicitors, and better links with certain Saudi and Qatari links. But then for Jim Radcliffe, he would have that as well, so I don't know. I'm not sure what will happen with Rashford. I think it's better for everyone that he goes, including himself. I think he could have a new lease of life elsewhere, but I know they've got Ineos, but Jim Radcliffe's companies have incredible links to the Middle East, as do most of those big companies. The same as Todd Bowley's gone into Chelsea, but his companies have incredible links to the Middle East. So just because they've been taken over by Brits or US people doesn't mean they're not going to have big links there. And for a lot of the modern business world, that's where they look to the Middle East. UEFA blocked Todibo signing. That's interesting. Why did UEFA block it? Why and how did UEFA block the Todibo signing? I'm intrigued. He was always the one in FM that became like the monster centre half in world football, wasn't he? Oh, right, I see. Yeah, fair enough. But they will have known that was a risk beforehand. Was it over? Was it just they blocked the deal, or was it? Surely they could find a workaround with another club, but would it be the case that they weren't paying a fair fee or whatever else? I don't know. Rashford should stay in the Prem. But then I don't understand. If they sign him and Branthwaite, then what happens to Lisandro Martinez, who is the Ten Hag man and was brilliant in the FA Cup final? Second half has kicked off. Georgia trying to break away down the right. And a little clash of heads there, which is not ideal. Money laundering, Steve, yeah. But then I guess the argument from the flip side with United would be, well, it's happening in plenty of other places that you're not batting an eyelid to. Oh, Branthwaite's the alternative, okay. I just feel if Branthwaite comes in, you've got your first three centre halves then would be Branthwaite, Martinez, Maguire, and all of them prefer to play on the left side. Maybe Scott's caught a big fish. He's excited about something. Rashford to stay in the Prem. We can see him going to the PSG and fizzling out. Could it be a confidence builder though? Oh, I know he can play on the right. The same as Maguire can play on the right, but they prefer to play on the left side side of the two. Stevie's cat is my guess. Yeah, I mean, it'll be an interesting deal. And obviously, it's much more a deal for the future, isn't it, at United? It is nice to see on a genuine note that a lot more English talent is being taken within the English game at the minute. Here come Georgia down the left-hand side, breaking away. Chance to cross. It's played on the short instead. Good ball across. No one's there. Czech Republic clear it away. It's only to the edge of the box, though, and Georgia have got another chance from the left to get the ball in. Playing some nice football here. Good ball in, straight at the keeper. Playing on the right side at the back is very underrated. Saliba looked very awkward playing on the left against Austria, but more comfortable last night. Yeah, playing on the opposite side is difficult. I was the same. I always used to play on the right of the two, and I really struggled on the left. Not just, like, I was fine on my left, but by the standard I was playing at. But one of the things you notice as well, like if you play Sunday League football or any level moving forward, and it's the same in FM, you'll probably notice it if you play two up front in your saves. If you see a right-footed striker, I know Henry was probably the biggest exception, but if you have a right-footed striker who's electric quick and a good finisher, they'll generally be on the right of the two. So then normally the less technically able but more physically able centre-half, who's there to do the legwork, will play on the left-hand side. And on the right, you'll have the sort of the leader, the more competent footballer, and whatever else. And that's sort of what happened in the partnerships I played in. It was always the player who was physically better. I would do the sweeping, the commanding, the offside line, etc. And then you would have the physically commanding centre-half who would do the running and do the going in for duels and whatever, would play alongside. I always used to hate playing on the left. It was a tiny change, but I found it's a weird one. Like I played right centre-half. I'd find it easier to go out and play left-back than I would left centre-half. I can't explain that. It's just a really weird thing. So to do that at then professional level against top players would be understandably difficult. United will sell more though, so they'll have loads of money. But thank you all for sticking with us for the second half. We'll do the sticker pack opening in a few minutes as well. We're 5 minutes into this second period. And it's been another good game. Maybe not hit the heights of some of the streams we've seen, but it's going to have a big finish because both teams have got to go for this. Georgia 1 up now with a Czech Republic push, and then what happens after. The Czechs going for the more direct style with the switches to wide areas. And they've just got to start getting balls in the box again. That's where they were causing chaos. You put 1-1. I've got 2-1 to Georgia. And we're still yet to see if Arsenal go in for that big striker. Obviously, there were links with Sesko, who's looked brilliant in this tournament. But whether they stick with Havertz now, I don't know. And a quick reminder as well, I should say, the Southend episode is still coming out at 3:30 today on YouTube, but you can go and watch it at the end. It's a big dramatic final day. And then Monday and Tuesday, we'll see plenty of transfer action on the channel. So lots to get excited about. United are linked to a defensive midfielder. Who? I'll get the sticker pack ready for a few minutes' time. There's a few interesting transfers going on further down the divisions, but see if there's any how many confirmed deals there are. And obviously Thursday is EFL fixtures day. So please, fixtures computer, can we have a Luton Town trip to Plymouth in August? I'm desperate. Esteval Willian to Chelsea, 8-year deal, blimey. They do love the eight years, don't they? Riyadh's gone to Palace now. The Lallana Southampton one interested me. There's a Czech Republic work down the left again. Oh, good defending from Georgia. Not been their greatest facet in this tournament so far. But they are breaking away, and this is where they are strong. Vara takes on his man, he's fouled, and that'll be a yellow card. He's so good at turning that counter-attack, evading someone, and then winning the free kick. Holles is the man who's booked. He tried to stay on his feet, in fairness, but not able to this time. I'm just trying to look at what else is happening. We will talk about the 2 games for later on in a minute as well. I'm just seeing if there's any big deals. Obviously, Tosin's gone to Chelsea. There's not a great deal yet, is there? Lloyd Kelly, Newcastle. Luis Guilherme to West Ham. Yeah, it's not a great amount. And the Rodrigo in at Wolves. Signed off from the mobile. Back home in 20. No worries, Scotty Mac. Can I get, for those of you in the chat as well, or just come back in for the second half, what are your predictions for the rest of the games today? Obviously, we've got 2 more after this one. And I'll get your predictions for tomorrow as well, actually, because I'm not doing an evening stream tomorrow. And we'll just be doing the FM one. But Turkey, Portugal today. And Belgium, Romania. I think Belgium, Romania is going to be a really cagey game. I think it might be a 1-0 either way. I've gone for Belgium, but I'm not confident. Romania will be desperate for a point. Belgium need to win. Obviously, if they win, we get that bizarre situation where everyone's on 3 points. Turkey, Portugal, I think Portugal will find a way to win, but it'll be tight. As Czech Republic get into the box, the offside flag now goes up. Good defending regardless, though. No wonder Czechia are losing. They've got holes in their defence. Even for you, Nomadic, that's poor. They might not have him now if he gets another yellow quickly. 2 changes for the Czech Republic now. Fofana links. Oh, fair enough. No need to apologise. I've done worse. Lozek's coming off. Oh, he's looked a threat, to be fair. Lozek and Cherney, they were the 2 that came in, weren't they? Jurasek and Linga, the 2 coming on. Steve, you're going 2-0 Romania. Do you know what? Honestly, in that game, it wouldn't shock me. And nothing would shock me other than more than a goal or 2 in that game. I think it'll be one of the more resolute Romania performances. Whether Belgium can break it down. I just wonder if Romania will give up a bit too much space and maybe like De Bruyne put something special in. But 0-0, 1-0 either way. 1-1 wouldn't shock me. Turkey 1-0 with Portugal. Love you going for 3-0 Portugal. I mean, Turkey, to be fair, they're fairly poor defensively. They're open. We saw it against Georgia. Georgia could have scored 5 or 6 on another day. And if they give Portugal those chances, Portugal will score 5 or 6. I still feel they flattered to deceive a little. That's a foul, surely, no? Not given. Again, Georgia looking a threat on the counter. Yeah, Harvey, you've gone 1-0 in the Belgium game. That wouldn't surprise me. Jumbo, 2-0 Portugal, 1-0 Belgium. Yeah, I went 1-0 Belgium, so we're the same on that one. I went for a narrower Portugal win, though. As Czech Republic try and get in, it's a good bit of defending from the skipper. Corner kick, Czech Republic. You got Linga for Burnley in your save. Fair enough. Portugal 3-1 Magic. You've got one more goal than me. 2-1 Belgium. See, I don't think there'll be that many goals in that game. I don't think there'll be more than 2. Just changed it from 2-0 Belgium. Belgium don't have that striker. Well, they do, but he's not confident or in form, really. Back to the edge for the Czech Republic. Oh, he's hit his own man. And now this is the break for Georgia. This is what we're going to see in the second half. Try to wipe him out, but he can't. Vara's going all the way. He's laid it to the left. He's cut inside. Shots towards the corner. It's just wide. Another brilliant counter-attack from Georgia. They're an absolute joy to watch on the break. Vara works his magic again. Carries it 50 yards. They tried to wipe him out this time and couldn't even get him down. Ah, he's magic. He's a class act. I can see why he scores against me in FM every time now. I tell you what, Bergie, there's some retro there. Some great names in that one. You've gone 2-0 Portugal, 2-1 Belgium. It's not far off what I've gone for, but again, I think it'll be a bit lighter on the goals front of the Belgian game. That's just based on Romania's general defending. This Georgia side are incredibly underrated. They're not really. They weren't great in qualifying. They're only here because of the Nations League, but they're just good fun. They've had a go, which I like. They remind me of Luton in the Premier League, just having a go and seeing what they can do. Not great at the back. Look like they're going to score going forwards and winning over everyone's hearts. They look great on the counter. I expect this price will be rising this summer. Yeah, and it was already pretty big, I think. Oh, free header off the post. Oh, it's another one. It's the same luck as the goal that was ruled out in the first half. The corner's flicked on at the near post, hits the far post, and then the striker runs in, Patrick Schick, and it just hits him. Hits him off his chest, but we said it in the first half. They've got to take this as the warning, Georgia, from set pieces. Yes, it's fortunate, but you've got to bear in mind, the first header was a free header. The ball comes off the post. The striker is completely unmarked. For it to hit him and go in, it's literally just smacked him on the chest. The first header, free as a bird, 6 yards from goal. I mean, that's poor. That's poor from Georgia, unfortunately. We've given them a lot of credit going forward, but set pieces, as for so many times, has been the Achilles heel. And the Czech Republic are back in it. No shout of handball this time, straight off the chest. And it's the old curse again, isn't it? We were all praising Georgia and look what happens. Worried it might have hit his hand. You never know now, do you? But we're back underway. Now, will Georgia, they've been let in again. This seems to happen every time Georgia score or concede. It then looks like happening again in the following minute. It's not even on the back post. If you're going to do it, you've got to mark properly. Right, let's get to Bergie's Who Am I? Because we suddenly got a bit of action there, didn't we? Let me pin it. Who am I? I've played with Anthony Amy, Dominic Matteo, Freddie Ljungberg, Matty Upson, Neil Lennon, Peter Crouch. Right. Got to be an Arsenal link for Upson and Ljungberg, early 2000s. Matteo, Niami, Lennon and Crouch. Crouch and Niami, early 2000s, Southampton, maybe? Czech Republic down the right again. Good defending. Corner kick. Pressure's on. That leaves me with Lennon and Matteo. I'm trying to think who would have been Arsenal and Southampton in that era. Oh, it's a bit earlier than that, isn't it? It's got to be a few years before him. The only one I can think is Boa Morte. But that's not going to be right then. Paul Merson, good player. Probably a bit late. Oh, we've got a penalty check now. And now we're just playing the corner. Suddenly VAR's on every check. Oh, it's another free header. It's wide of the far post. The same routine. No one's there. It's never likely to be Letitia, the one club man, because he's not going to have enough links around, is he? I can't think of anyone other than Boamorte. Magic, do you watch F1? Not now. Not now, to be honest. I used to be a regular watcher for 10 to 15 years. The last few years, I've just drifted away from it. Hang on, let me have a look at those other two. Who are the other two in there? Dominic Matteo. I was thinking about my favourite goalkeeper from the early FM. No Arsenal link. Oh, that's taking it. I was about to say Stuart Taylor. No Arsenal link. Upson and Ljungberg could be West Ham. They were there at a similar time, weren't they? So could it then be West Ham and Southampton? But again, that era's tricky. Freddie Ljungberg played West Ham. He played for Celtic. Oh, he played for Celtic with Lennon. Di Canio's not a bad shout. So it could be West Ham or Celtic for them. I was going to say Wayne Bridge, but I can't think of Dominic Matteo. I mean, I'll throw it in anyway. Wayne Bridge. But then you said they're electric and fun to watch. So would you pick a left back for that? Czech Republic down the right, just over hit the pass. They're really strong since the goal. I'm really struggling with that era there. I'm going to say Robbie Keane, even though I haven't got half the links. He played with Crouch. Probably played with Lennon and that up there. Oh, he's African. He's definitely not Robbie Keane then, is he? Oh, dear. Right on cue, that Robbie Keane, the African. Andre Ayew. Bit early, isn't it? Surely. Juve's an interesting one. Similar flag for Ivory Coast. Who else is white, green, and orange? Oh, sorry, you were saying about Robbie Keane, yeah. Oh, it's just stumped me now. He said it's an African. Again, I'm throwing a name out, only having 2 or 3 links. I'm thinking Obafemi Martins. Matty Upson at Birmingham. Crouch he would have played with. Good effort from Czech Republic. Good save, Georgian keeper. I'm really stuck with this one. He said the player was electric and fun to watch, Harvey, don't forget. It's got to be an attacking player for that. It's a great shout, but can't be right on that. No, he did play for so many teams. Here come Georgia on the counter again, just as they're under pressure. Foul given against this time. I'm trying to think of African players at Celtic at that time as well. You remember him best for a short spell at Southampton. I'm really struggling. Looks like we're getting subs for the Czechs here. Who on earth in that era? I'm trying to think. It must have been early to mid 2000s. Some say a Wigan legend played with Baines. Southampton, Wigan. Not Henri Camara, surely. I ruled him out when you said electric and fun to watch. Oh, you're kidding me. Where's Kufal? He's playing. Kufal's playing. Ah, he was quick, to be fair. Genuinely, I couldn't remember him playing for Southampton. I remember him playing for Wigan. Would he have played for Southampton? When did he play for Southampton? God, my memory's terrible. It's a great Who Am I? It's a really good one. I'm nostalgia. I was a kid, loved him. Brilliant. I was too busy with Big Sam's Bolton team. 2005, him and Crouch. That was when they went down, wasn't it? Was he there with Crouch that year? Blimey. Here come the Czech Republic again. They're all over Georgia since the goal, but there's still that threat on a break, and someone's got to go and win this here. Georgia in the box, win it back. They've got no outball. It's just a little ball wide, and then they're hoping, but they're caught in their own thirds. Good cross in. Keeper comes, does really well. Oh, magic. Welcome in, Bucket, as well. Schick's just gone off with an injury. Magic, you think so? I think there might be another goal in this. And there might be a bit of fun to be had yet. Right. Let's do this, shall we? Because we've only got 20 minutes to go and I owe you one a stream. I haven't done it yet. So, here come Georgia on the counter while we're opening. Down the right-hand side. It's cut in. We've got 75 to go after yesterday's stream. So, we need 25 before we can send off. It's on the left. Georgia break away with Guevara again. Ball into the box is blocked. It's out for a throw on that left-hand side. Here's the book. Let's see what we've got. The first one. France top 2. We've got pretty much all of these top 1 and 2 stickers from the top 11 now. This one is Ousmane Dembele. So let's double check. Hay fever's getting bad today. So we go to the start of Group D. As it's an ambitious effort from Vara, that. We have got, there you can see, we still need 3 of the foil stickers on this page, but we've got both for the top 2s there. It's the star players that we need in all of them as well. And I might as well get out of the way while we're here and do it in a different order, because I've just seen the foil pack one in this pack is Netherlands PTW, player to watch. Xavi Simons of the Netherlands. And on that page, we need the star player, but the player to watch, he's already in the book. Unfortunately, not to be on those two. Next up, onto Group E, and it's the half and half stickers. Slovakia P1, showing off some of the monuments of Slovakia. Let's have a look and see if we need that one. Not sure we do. Will we be right? There it is. You can see it. The tower's already there. Javi Simons, who in my opinion should be on 1 goal for the tournament. Next up, we're going to the half and halves, and we're going to Luxembourg 6 and 7. Now, I'm pretty sure that we finished Luxembourg. So let's see these. They are Mamutovic and Jans. I also think it's unfortunately not going to happen. Czech Republic corner again. Clear to the edge of the box. Chance to shoot is high, wide and ugly. Goal kick given. Yeah, we finished Luxembourg and Georgia on that page. Both of them completely done. Two more chances to not get an absolute dud of a pack. And we start with Switzerland 12, which is Dennis Zakaria. Is he in a squad? I don't remember seeing him yet. Forgot all about him, to be honest. Well, we've got some good news because Switzerland, that single page is one of our worst remaining. Until now. Because there goes Dennis Zakaria. We're turning 4 into 3. And it looks like we're getting a little bit closer. 74 to go. See if we can make it 73. I don't hold up much hope based on what it is. Zakaria goes in. And the last one is England top 1. We're from England's top 11, and they've gone for someone who was important in the last 2 tournaments, not involved in this one. Someone we've talked about today, Mason Mount. Let's see if we've got him. I'm not sure we have, you know. Really not sure we have. No, we haven't. The only top we've not got on that page. We've got those 2. We've got those 2. But we've not got Mason Mount here. England top 1. It is 73 to go. 2 out of 6. And I think we have to take that as a bit of a win at this stage, don't we? As the Czech Republic work down the right. Cross in, headed away. That is not a bad effort at all, that pack. I'm happy with it. Let's get Mason Mount there. And there we are, 73 remaining. Maybe we'll be done by the end of the group stages. Who knows? We'll find out later on. Forgot about Mason Mount. Yeah, I think next season, if he can stay fit, he'll be an important player. Because let's not forget, that was a key part of Ten Hag's plans. And we saw it at Ajax with someone probably akin to like a Van der Beek when he was at that level. I think it could be an interesting season. Because he is that person who can sort of cover the ground both ways, whereas Fernandez is the more number 10 minded. Yeah, I think he's a very good player when fit. Probably a better but less physical version of McTominay, maybe. I wonder what we'll see with certain players at United this year, though. Do you think Eriksen's gone? I don't see Eriksen being involved next year. Vara's got cramp. That's a problem because he is their only counter-attacking threat, really. I mean, it's great work back to stop Soufal flying down the right, but not helped him. Zakaria is injured, apparently. That was his problem at Chelsea, wasn't it? I don't know. I wonder if he's still on their books. He went, obviously, out on loan permanently somewhere, but they stockpile so many players. You just don't know, do you? Oh, he was on loan at Chelsea. It was the opposite way round. We're getting mixed up. It's a shame that he played most of the season for Monaco. Obviously injured at the key time. It's a Czech Republic for on the right. And I've got to say, they're looking like they're coming on stronger in this game. It's a great delivery again. The Czech Republic have made the most of deliveries from set pieces or open play. They've been brilliant. Yeah, Bergie, spot on. I just assumed he was one they were stockpiling. But yeah, just on loan. Because I remember when Potter came in and he gave him a run in the team. Everyone was talking, oh, is this your solution? Here come Georgia on the breakaway. Down the left-hand side to Vara. What's he got left in those legs? He's slowing it down. Can he find some energy? It's a big switch across to the right, just over here. Nice idea, poor execution. And he's really struggling with his cramp there. Can they afford to take him off when they probably need a goal? I'm not so sure. Got a thrilling last 14 in store though, haven't we? Because both teams really could do with a goal here. Georgia probably won't fancy beating Portugal. And the Czech Republic, I'm not sure they want to leave it to the final day knowing they've got to win. Good ball in. Oh, great header just wide. Flying in at the near post. Just couldn't get enough on it. Still, it is going in there. Oh, it's a glancing header. He just needed a bit more contact. Made the keeper scramble, though. You've got to say at the moment, it looks likely that if there's going to be a winner, it's the Czechs. And that means that there's every chance it'll be Georgia, as Vara's gone off there for some massaging or whatever. And there's going to be a yellow here, I think, for time wasting. So they're trying to wait until he's ready to come back on. Turkey will be hard to beat for the Czechs. I think that'll be an interesting game. From what I've seen today and the way Turkey have defended in the last few tournaments and in qualifiers, I'd probably say the Czech Republic have a good chance, but they won't want to leave it till that. Oh, Czech Republic in, good save again. The Georgian keeper's been brilliant. Back to the edge of the box. Another delivery from Sufal. Headed away for another corner. Sufal's delivery's been sublime today. Yeah, Steele looks a good player, Harvey. I'd agree with you there. I mean, you'd expect him to save it, but he's palmed it away from the danger. Edge of the box again for the Czechs. Into the back post. Good punch, goalkeeper. Went a mile. I'm loving the set pieces. My centre-back has a hat-trick in 30 minutes drop there. That's not bad going. If you go back to our FM08, 6-yard box corners, your centre-halves used to get like 25 a season. Big ball in from the Czechs. Flicked on again. Defender can't clear it. Does the second time. Eventually it's away. Mamardashvili, brilliant on FM, the goalkeeper, yeah. That's what I mean. They've got that quality at both ends of the pitch, haven't they? There's just maybe not quite enough in the middle. I just don't know if they can leave him on. He can't really run. Who am I? This is an interesting one. I've played with Rafinha, Reece Burke, Kyle Bartley, Dennis Bergkamp, and Josh Cullen. Now, Cullen and over the bar from the Czech Republic, Cullen and Burke are making me think West Ham. Bergkamp is making me think probably Arsenal, because it's got to be later in his career. Bartley will be Arsenal of the same era. Is that Rafinha of Leeds and Barcelona and all that lot? Trying to work out. West Ham. The Rafinha link's throwing me a little bit. Here come Georgia down the right on the break again. Left-hand side. See, I would have thought Luke Ayling, but not Rafinha, surely. Where would he have played with him? There's so many in that category. Not the Leeds one. Which Rafinha is it? Oh, that's a naughty tackle. Souček will be getting a yellow there. Oh, the old Barca Rafinha. I wouldn't know where else he played. Oh, I thought you meant the other right back as well. Scotty Mack, welcome back in. He did get the ball, but it was a little out of control, which modern day is always going to be a card. So that's the old Rafinha. Did he play for PSG as well, did he? He used to be a gem in FM, didn't he? Is he still playing by any chance? He can't be that old, can he? Thinking Jack Wilshere. Again, it's the Rafinha link. Seems to drop off the face of the earth, didn't he? Maybe he's gone out to Middle East or something, I don't know. So the rest of it is West Ham and Arsenal. Oh, what about no, it's too late. I was going to say Lucas Perez, but Bergkamp's got to be mid-2000s then, hasn't it? So it's got to be a... It's got to be an older player or a retired player. Do you know what? Genuinely, Harvey, never ever occurred to me that they were related. Never. You've taught me something new today. Here come Georgia down the left-hand side. Couple of subs from the Czech Republic. Georgia breaking down the left. They've got a good ball into the box, but no one really getting in there. Tired legs late on for them. Probably a goalkeeper nomadic. That's possible. But even then, like I was thinking people like Fabianski and that, but they'd be too old for that. Oh, Alex Song, Bergie, you've nailed it. Surely you've nailed it. That's inspired. Got to be Alex Song. No. I would check though. I think Alex Song might have played with all of them. Oh, right. Fair enough. Rafinha, Barcelona. Reece Burke, West Ham. Carl Bartley, Arsenal. Bergkamp, Arsenal. Yeah, it was just Rafinha throwing me, but Alex Song, that's a great call. God, I will have watched him live for West Ham as well. Yeah, the Southend final day decider is out now if you want something to watch after. As Supal puts in another ball, this one deflects. And it's away. We've got 6 minutes of goalmouth action to come here, I feel. Both teams will be throwing a kitchen sink here, surely. A draw's not really any good to either of them. Possibly to the Czech Republic, but Georgia probably won't beat Portugal. Not the way they defend. Steve, thank you very much. I was right. Scott, I scrolled up and looked. My PC was on and living room window was open, so one of my cats was sending you a message. Scott, you said it. Sorry, Steve, you said it. Absolutely spot on. Our neighbours once started bringing a mate to try and get some food as well. We've had double trouble in recent times. Big ball over to the right towards Soufal. Has actually probably been one of the best players on the park. Created so many opportunities. His delivery's been great. Defensively, he's been okay against Kvara for the most part. And here come the checks down the right again. Just can't get that ball in at the minute. Here it's going to come, is it? No, they took an extra touch. It was just the wrong decision. Georgia players running away and the ball's not gone past him. I mean, the problem is here, where they've taken off Vara, they've not got that player who can carry it, but then he was probably in no fit state to, as it's down the left, into the back post. The doorbell's going for someone. Is this the season I break the big two, Scott? Oh, which season are you in? I mean, I'm hoping next year will be the year for me with Aberdeen. It's always Rangers, isn't it? I mean, it's a little misleading, that table, because they've got 2 games in hand, but they struggle to win them for me as well. I mean, we almost picked them in a season where we weren't great. Jake, welcome in. I tell you what, you're at the right time for the drama, though, aren't you, with 5 to go? It's all Czech Republic. Georgia's game plan has basically been ruined by the star striker getting cramp and having to go off. They've got no counter-attacking threat. It's very much the opposite to the Turkey game where they were throwing a kitchen sink. This time it's the Czech Republic trying to get the win. Had the boy whilst watching the football, no problem. Been a decent game, nothing special. It's a good effort in 3 seasons. Well, hopefully our 3rd season we'll be doing the same with Aberdeen next year. We'll start our summer transfer special tomorrow. Nice early 10 a.m. start for that one. How the Czechs haven't got a second for my perfect score, I'll never know. I just need Georgia to nick one in the last minute to stun you all and give me a perfect score. I'll take 1-1 so I won't lose ground to most. To be fair, Rafinha and Thiago do represent different nations, but I think when they were younger, they were both known as Alcantara more. Oh, fair enough. So does that mean Thiago will be in his 30s then, was he? I didn't have him as that old, but... Blimey. Here come Georgia on the break. Is this the moment? It's out to the right. They're reliant on the substitutes. Maybe not the same level of quality, but they've got a corner kick. 33. Wow. Not sure this ref will get many more. No. It's been a little bit out of control in this game, hasn't he? Here comes another Georgia sub. Oh, it's the goal scorer. Mikatadze scored the penalty well. It's been a real threat in this tournament. He's coming off. I don't know if this is a bigger man coming on. Not sure. Yeah, Jake. I think that's been the theme of the last couple of games, hasn't it? Is that the referee's been a talking point, which, as you always say, if you're not talking about the refs, which we weren't prior to the last 2 games, normally a very good sign. Here is the Georgia corner, though, and all will be forgiven if they score from this one. Into the front post, flicked away to the edge of the box. Poor first touch. It's been stopped for a foul. I'm going to play the next PC, the next FM on PC, as I really struggle with the interface on Xbox. Yeah, I mean, no matter what they do to try and turn it around to a console game, it's made for PC, and it's always going to be the easiest to use edition. But you never know, next year with the new graphics and all of that sort of stuff, it could be aligned more to a console edition. That is my fear, that actually I'll make it more of a console game than a PC one. Yeah, it wasn't a foul. Jake, much planned for the rest of the day. My intention is, so my HelloFresh has just turned up, so I'll be packing that away. And then the plan is to be in there by 5 o'clock, ready for an evening of watching the Euros and playing FM14, because I found that San Marino challenge and I am having a lovely time with it. So I'll probably need an early night after the amount of hours I spent on it yesterday too. We've also found a house that we're viewing on Monday morning, so excitement at the moment, but fingers crossed it'll come off. And maybe by next week I'll be a Northerner. Getting ahead of myself, I'm sure. Down the right with Sufal. Into the box it goes. Czech Republic back to the edge. It's well worked, but it's cleared away. I mean, Georgia, I mean, a point gives them a chance going into the Portugal game, but it's a very unlikely one. We're about to find out how much stoppage time we've got. It's Yorkshire again, Jumbo, so it would be up there. No. We're viewing it virtually Monday, and then we'll come up after if need be. What would be ideal, Jake, to be perfectly honest, is view it Monday, like it, offer accepted, Leeds away first day of the season, and then make a week of it up there at that point. That's the plan. That would work out all right within 6 weeks. How have you found getting the vids done and watching the football, if you don't mind me asking? It's been all right, to be honest. I've just had to be more disciplined. So, like, because when I've been playing the football, generally I've been on a laptop and I've played through to the point I need to record. So when I can get up in the morning, I can just go for a quick walk and then record, edit, and I'm generally done by 2. And obviously this is the last 2 o'clock game, isn't it? So from tomorrow, or from Monday, sorry, it'll just be like a normal day again, where it'll be starting at 5 o'clock for a live stream, or if I was watching the evening football. So yeah, I've actually found it all right. Because it's different if you're doing something, like if you're going to football or going to away days or travelling to matches, you've not got time to play the bit between the recorded episodes. And that's the bit I find hardest. The recording and editing I can manage. It's getting that bit done in between. And that's why a lot of the Sundays have been lost this year. Gonna have to become a Leeds fan, nomadic. No, I think I'd pick one of the lower ones. I'd go for I'm thinking up there's Farsley Celtic, there's Guiseley, there's I I've been to Harrogate a couple of times when I was up there because they've happened to have home games about. It's a nice little ground. Not sure about the prices though. It's a bit middle class in the pricing element for me. But yeah, probably one of them sorts of clubs. But I'd keep a Luton season ticket, share it with a mate, combine the travelling down for home games, and then overhead kick cleared away, and then I'd get a non-league season ticket at one of the cheaper clubs wherever we're nearest. Oh, it's a lovely place and area, Jake. But yeah, like you say, it's middle class, isn't it? But yeah, the last 2 times we've been up, we've just happened to be able to go to home games there. I mean, depending on who they lose, I'd be very surprised if Leeds aren't up there next year. Because so many other clubs are faltering around. Here come the checks down the right again. A chance to cut it back. Edge of the box. They've got to find a way to get it in. There's 2.5 minutes of the 5 added on to go. Big ball to the back post. This is the first poor delivery. It's Souček rather than Soufal, though. If you're going to be in Leeds, you might as well see the light and be a Burnley fan. I'll be honest, from the times I've been in Leeds, I've seen how many of them Leeds to Manchester trains get cancelled in the surrounding areas. So I won't be going anywhere near the Lancashire region for most. When you get up here, we'll organise a match day or two. Maybe we could go to grounds we've both not been for the 92. Yeah, sounds great fun. It's the thing I have. Obviously, I've got a couple down here. I go with Tom to some up north, but yeah, it's the more I can go to, the better. It's my favourite thing is going to lower league non-league football. To be honest, great fun. No, Jambo, because the reason I'm moving from Luton is because I can't afford it. So going to Harrogate would nullify that and then some. Might become a Harrogate second club man though, depending on what's close. Especially if they keep the old Leeds to Harrogate bus at £2. If you're going to be in... sorry, who am I? I've played with Andy Cole, Javier Mascherano, Gareth Barry, Kasper Schmeichel, Robbie Savage. I hate it when Gareth Barry pops up in these. Absolutely hate it. Here come the Czech Republic again. Edge of the box. It dribbles into the keeper. So Barry, Schmeichel, City... Savage and Cole could be United. I mean, there would have been a few that would have been United and City a few years apart there. Oh, Cole's also City as well, isn't he? Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to think of ones that would have been there early enough for it. That's the struggle I'm having. Georgia clinging on. They'll take the point now, I think. You have finally appointed a manager, yeah. Regis Debris is in. Has it been officially appointed or is it still on the Fabrizio here we go at the minute? Have they actually done the announcement? Georgia are breaking away. There's 20 seconds to go. They've got a 3-on-1. The Czechs have thrown so much at it. They've got to score. Georgia are in. 1-on-1. Oh, he's put it over. Oh, no. Oh, that's the chance. Oh, he had to score. Oh, I was about to celebrate the perfect score. It's over. It's the final kick of the game. Oh, the points have slipped through my fingers again. And that could be the difference between qualification and not. What an effort at the end. I mean, Georgia have been magnificent to watch, but that is going to cost them qualification. I went to see Leeds United at Ellen Road. It was an interesting atmosphere. Yeah, that'd be the word. The only game I've seen there was Leeds versus Shrewsbury, which wasn't quite the same atmosphere. Yeah, I don't think Labree's officially been announced, has he, Jake? Not sure what your thoughts are on appointing a manager who's just been relegated, but I do need a clue, Jambo. He's got to score, Harvey. You're absolutely right. Nomadic, what a miss, yeah. I can't believe that's not gone in. Yeah, he's not actually been announced, has he? Which is a weird one. Ah, Steve's an unbelievable finish. I cannot believe that. I mean, it would have been a bit unjust, but so was them losing to Turkey. Ah, it was a great pass. You thought in that position. It's going to cost them, but there's no composure. Forwards. Mascherano's throwing me there. I'm trying to think if Kasper Schmeichel would have played with Michael Owen. That's my next thought. But I don't think he would have played Mascherano either. No, I didn't think it would be. Thank you everyone who's come along as well. It's been great fun. Yeah, Mascherano could be West Ham, could be Liverpool, could be Barca, could be Argentina. I was going to say Tevez, but he's too late for a lot of them. It's a really tricky mix of links, isn't it? I mean, I'll throw Tevez out in case, but it's not going to be right. No. I'm stuck on that one. Oh, Dean Ashton. He wouldn't have played with Cole, though, would he? Would he have played with Andy Cole? Teddy Sheringham's an interesting shout, but again, Teddy Sheringham, would he have been too late for Mascherano? Or too early, sorry? They're two great shouts. But I'm really struggling with it. You can't give us a hard one right at the end, Jumbo. It's not fair. I was thinking about schoolboy teams. Jumbo, we need a bigger clue. I'm stuck. Well, that's what's making me think it's got to be someone that's played into the 2010s. Left-footed, right. I'm not sure that helps me much. I can't put those links together. I'm trying to take out Mascherano because that's not going to help us. That's just causing me trouble. We can either do 3 with United and 1 other. Andy Cole and Robbie Savage could be Blackburn. No, Odin Wingy's a right footer. Sturridge. Oh, because he would have been at City as a youngster. Would he have been too late, though? Would he have overlapped with Mascherano at Liverpool? I've got a few question marks about that. No. I wonder if it's a Blackburn link for Savage and Cole. Then Barry and Schmeichel. City. Blackburn and Manchester City that's left-footed. That could be a bit easier, maybe. No, Santa Cruz is a right footer as well. I'm really struggling with that. No Blackburn link. Thank you for that. Brilliant. I genuinely don't know where to go with it. Greatest ever striker, Joe. Where would he have played with Cole? No idea. Genuinely no idea. Jambo, this is too hard for stoppage time. What on earth is it? I can't work out the links. Manchester City, Jambo. Yes or no? It could be England for Cole, yeah. Would he have played with Gareth Barry? Is it Fowler? When did he play with Mascherano? Oh, he had that. Did he have that little spell back at Liverpool? Oh, come on. Come on, Jambo. Robbie Savage Wembley Cup charity match. I'm not having that. That's too far. That's too far. Cole City, Mascherano, Liverpool. I forgot he went. I forgot he went back to Liverpool. Fowler on a little loan, didn't he? Or a little short deal, whatever it was. I'm not having that, Jambo. That's cheeky. Right, we're going to head off. Thank you very much for watching this one with me. It's been brilliant fun. A reminder, there's no watch along tomorrow, but we will be live for FM in the morning like we usually are on a Sunday. Then Monday 8 p.m, Tuesday and Wednesday 5 p.m. Big group deciders in the European Championships. Going to be great. Really can't wait for it. Thank you very much for joining me, for all the chat and fun as always. Jambo for the Who Am I's, all of the others who have got involved with it too. Let's go and see if there's anyone we're following live, and we'll go over and raid on Twitch. And don't forget, the end of season finale is out with Southend half an hour or so ago, so give that a check if you haven't. I don't think there's anyone live who I'm following, so we're going to go over to FM Lion, which is the top English one that's popped up to me. So we'll go over there. No idea what they're like, but go and say hello, go and see how it goes, and fingers crossed it'll be a good one. As I said, thank you to Bergie and the others getting involved as well. That would have taken an age, Jambo. We would have still been here tomorrow morning. Thank you, AA, for popping in on YouTube. Thank you, everyone, for getting involved. See you again tomorrow morning for FM and a transfer special with Aberdeen.